My name is Kyle Green. From the first proper musical to be released in 1927 all the way to the present day with 2016's La La Land, musicals have had an interesting and rich history with their role in film. Follow me as I explore the wonderful, creative history of the role of musicals in film and the impact this genre had. Musicals in film have a robust history and have evolved significantly over time. The genre was born in the early days of cinema in the silent era of the 1920s as a way to bring the magic of Broadway musicals to the silver screen. During the silent film era, musicals were mostly non-sync sound films accompanied by live orchestras or piano players. These early films used visual storytelling and intertitles to communicate with the audience. Enter 1927's The Jazz Singer. This film is the first proper musical. The Jazz Singer was significant because it marked a major milestone in the evolution of musicals with the introduction of synchronized sound. The film was primarily a drama with musical sequences interspersed in between. A memorable moment in the film was Al Jolson's performance. The next notable period in musicals was known as the Golden Age of Hollywood, which took place from 1930s to 1950s. This was a very profitable and robust time for the genre. At this time, musicals were seen as an essential part of the Hollywood studio system. It was during this period that studios invested in opulent blockbuster musicals with intricate song and dance performances. Popular musical films to come out during this period include 1939's The Wizard of Oz and 1952's Singin' in the Rain. In the 1940s and 1950s, musicals utilized more storylines. Musicals like Oklahoma, released in 1955, and West Side Story, released in 1961. These films used performances to advance the narrative, explore character emotions, and motivations. The 1960s and 1970s were rife with war and political agendas. Musical theater took advantage of this, expressing ideas and opinions through song and dance. The Sound of Music, released in 1965, and Cabaret in 1972, seamlessly blended music with social and political topics to create provocative stories. For example, West Side Story depicted scenes of racial unrest, urban gang violence, immigrations, and various altercations with the police. And as the world evolves, so do musicals. 1970 through 1980 ushered in the rock musical genre. Famous musicals from this era include 1973's Jesus Christ Superstar and 1978's Grease. These films found commercial success by appealing to younger audiences. More recently, there has been a resurgence of musical films. Notable examples include Chicago in 2002 and Les Miserables in 2012, with La La Land in 2016. These films were successful because they were a conscious blend of traditional with more tried and true elements. This was a winning combination. So as you can see, musicals were a reflection of the times. They were a unique means of expression that separated itself from other films with the use of song and dance. This format was injected into everyday life situations to enhance storytelling or to add a little happiness to otherwise tragic events. With that in mind, to quote Monty Python's Eric Idle, always look on the bright side of life.